Major social problems related to adolescence. Throughout the childhood period, human life is given a shape which in most cases will remain for the rest of life. That is the reason why this particular period draws more attention of parents and teachers who are in charge of the well-being of the growing children. Adolescence, on the other hand, is peculiarly the period characterized by crises of their own kind, especially due to changes in the adolescent's body characteristics and social roles as well as the need for self-identity. These crises, if not well dealt with, may lead to problems of different types which can affect all psychological aspects of the adolescent. As most psychological problems are rooted in society, we shall focus our attention on the most outstanding forces in the life of a child, i.e. the peer group and the family. We discussed these two groups in the preceding problematic issues, which stem from the child's membership of peer groups and the family. Also shall we focus our attention on some prominent adolescent problems such as drug abuse, juvenile delinquency, dropping out of school, unplanned pregnancies, etc. Causes and ways of dealing with some of these behavioral problems will be suggested too. 1. Drug abuse. A drug is any substance, either chemical or natural, which is inhaled, drunk, rubbed or injected, which has adverse effects on the functioning of the nervous system. For example, marijuana, cocaine, heroin, nicotine, glue, petrol, and alcohol. Drug addiction is the tendency for an individual to become dependent on drugs for the body to function normally. People seldom become physically addicted to drinking alcohol or marijuana, but long-term dependence on alcohol or marijuana or any other soft drink can create psychological addiction. Psychologists believe that dependence on any reality-altering substance denies the individual of the chance to live fully and productively. A. Causes of drug abuse. There are many causes of drug abuse. Some of them are peer pressure. This is the tendency to conform to the values of the peer group. Adolescents normally want to do what his/her peer group does. So, if a group has a habit of taking drugs, it is more likely that an individual who joins such a group will do the same. Frustration, anxiety, tension, etc. Some adolescents and adults abuse drugs on the pretext of reducing tensions, anxieties, or stress. Alcohol reduces anxiety and stress by inhibiting adrenaline or epinephrine, which is involved in anxiety. Adolescents who use drugs as a solution to get rid of anxiety or stress are emotionally immature, passive, and dependent persons who find life frustrating and anxiety-provoking. Beliefs held about drugs have an important effect on adolescents. For instance, it is believed that marijuana, alcohol, and other drugs when taken can increase the sexual power of an individual. Such beliefs greatly compel male adolescents to abuse drugs in an attempt to increase their sexual power. Parental influence. Some adolescents learn to use drugs or alcohol because they come from families in which parents use drugs or are addicted to alcohol. Social learning. People learn good or bad behavior through observation of what others do or experience. Likewise, some adolescents imitate models in society who take drugs and vicariously learn to use them too. Availability of drugs. People learn to use drugs because they are available and accessible. Knowledge about drugs. The more knowledgeable people are about drugs, the more pro-drug use are their attitudes. B. Effects of drug abuse. Depressants like alcohol relax the brain centers that control social behavior. If people seem happier and more active when they are drinking, that is because the central nervous system activities have been lowered. However, long-term heavy drinking causes damage to the liver and stomach. If alcoholics do not die in an accident, they usually die of medical problems brought on by their drinking. Cocaine produces momentary distortions in thinking, such as diminished judgment and an inflated sense of one's ability. Regular cocaine use results in paranoid thinking. Marijuana produces a state of being high during which the individual may feel euphoric, giddy, unconscious, or contemplative. It leads to moderate impairment of judgment, problem solving becomes less focused and efficient. Also, marijuana has been said to lead to moral depravity, impotence, the development of breasts in males, and inevitable progress to harder drugs. Abusers of drugs tend to develop disrespect for parents or significant others and the law, which leads to more serious delinquency. Loss to society of people whose psychological dependence on drugs or alcohol leads them to drop out of school and careers. Auto accidents, senseless crimes, and unwanted pregnancies. Nicotine found in tobacco is a more serious matter. In large doses, nicotine is a poison. In smaller amounts, it causes psychological dependence, that is, smokers become emotionally hooked on tobacco even though their bodies may not become physically addicted. People smoke because tobacco stimulates the central nervous system and helps distract their attention from problems. But it has life-threatening lung problems. C. Ways of reducing drug use. Once a person becomes addicted, it becomes difficult for him or her to refrain from it. The task of the school, parents, and teachers and all those concerned with the youth in Zambia today, is: the youth and others should be sensitized about the dangers of using alcohol and drugs. Many young people receive no or little valid health information about drugs and alcohol. Parents and significant others should set good models. It is no use preaching the dangers of drugs and alcohol if adults themselves set a bad example. Combined efforts by both parents and the school should be made to prevent and counsel adolescents identified. 2. Juvenile delinquency. A delinquent can be defined as a child or youth between ages 6-18 years who breaks laws enacted by authorities. Delinquents are characterized by behaviors such as violation of disciplinary measures of parents, truancy, stealing, robbery, and mob disobedience, violence, which they grow up from or of the upbringing they have received or a combination of the two. A. Causes of delinquency. Some youngsters commit crimes to relieve boredom and frustration. Adolescents' needs for recognition, independence, and affection may make them to turn to antisocial behaviors so as to reduce tension. Some delinquents are drug addicts who need money to support their habits. Overly brutal and punitive or overly weak and inconsistent discipline at home might result in delinquency. Youngsters sometimes indulge in delinquent acts because antisocial behavior is very much part of their background. For example, children who grow up in families or slums where people have little regard for law and order are most likely to get involved in delinquent acts than children who come from good families. Rejection by the father specifically may result in delinquent tendencies. Conflicts in the family. Research has revealed that delinquents are a characteristic of chaotic families. B. Signs of delinquency. The following are the signs of delinquency: premature school dropout, absconding from home and school, poor participation in extracurricular school activities, strong antipathy to the school, poor personal and social adjustment, excessive experimentation with drugs or drug abuse, chronic truancy, low self-esteem and poor self-image. C. Ways of preventing delinquency. There are many things that can be done to prevent delinquency. Both the school and the home should create an atmosphere that will strengthen the resistance of children to the pressures of delinquency. A child should not be subjected to any unnecessary temptation. The school should be made an interesting and rewarding experience. A child should clearly understand that delinquent acts are punishable, but once punished, accept the child again as a member of the class, family, or community. Ensure that there is affection, security, and certainty in both the home and school, otherwise the young person might want to escape from an emotionally intolerable situation. Establish good child-parent and teacher-child relationships. Adolescents should be encouraged to talk about their problems and discuss freely the consequences of delinquency. Try to identify the early signs of maladjustment as well as the child's mixing with problematic friends in life. Both the school and the home should emphasize a stable system of moral values and the value of self-discipline. Direct the energies of these young growing people into socially acceptable channels. Provide ample opportunities, that is, outdoor and indoor activities where aggression and frustration can be reduced. Potential delinquents should be given some special, responsible tasks. Show them that they are worth something. 3. School dropouts. For a number of reasons, a situation can arise where the child can no longer cope with school. Subsequently, he/she drops out. The most obvious reason for dropping out of school is lack of school fees, but there are many other reasons. Some of them are described here. A. Causes of school dropouts. Poor teacher-student and student-student relationships. Although not all students have good relationship with teachers, teachers should be aware that strained relationships adversely affect the performance of learners. Poor relationships bring about tensions and conflicts and may make learners develop a negative attitude towards the school. Early withdrawal from school often follows a family pattern. A child from a family where parents have a deprecating attitude to academic achievement is most likely to withdraw from school early than a child from a family where parents value education. Continual failures. Students who hardly succeed in any school task may develop a negative attitude towards school. This in turn might lead to frustration and feelings of defeat and may eventually drop out of school. Peer group influence. Some students stop schooling because of the antisocial groups they join at school. Such groups have less interest in studies, instead, they get involved in delinquent acts. Reasons why learners drop out of school cannot be exhausted. However, since children spend most of their time at school, the school should structure learning situations in such a way that there is a possibility of success for each individual child. The values and norms the school represents should be relevant to learners. B. Ways of preventing learners from dropping out of school. As a teacher, you have an important role to play in helping to prevent your students from dropping out of school. You can inculcate positive attitudes in students towards achievement and the school in general. Accept learning content to the needs and abilities of individual groups of learners. Establish a strong school guidance and career service. The children's potentialities are known, the better they can be assisted in their choice of subjects, future directions, etc. Positive attempts should be made to build the children's morale, their self-confidence and the general image they have of themselves. Early intervention programs should form an integral part of a developing society's education program. The earlier children are given the correct developmental experiences, the less likely it is that they will develop learning and behavior problems and eventually want to drop out of school. Thanks for your attention. Kindly like and share our videos. Please don't forget to subscribe and press the notification bell to be the first to receive the next learning video. You may also give us a comment to suggest what topic you would like us to cover. See you later.